Hello and welcome to Tech is for Everyone, the podcast series that deep dives into tech professionals' journeys using their experience to get you the best hints and tips to break into the world of tech. Just starting your career or looking to sidestep into a new industry or wanting to climb through the ranks, tune in and get ready to be inspired. On this episode, I'm joined by Ezisberta to talk about the influence tech has on various industries, on why collaboration is important and the human element to software development. On top of this, we discuss a few productivity hacks and how to develop efficient flows with AI and automation tools. Well, Ezisberta, thank you for coming in to see me. So you work in software, as we've been discussing. Yeah. So, what does technology mean to you?
Thanks for having me, first of all. And well, I've got two meanings to it. So there's the personal meaning, and then I also see a general meaning. I would say, on a personal level, it's really the life that chose me because of the way I got into it. In terms of in general, I feel like it's this sort of fuel for humanity.
Okay.
Because more and more I've been seeing that it is in everything. Yeah. Whichever sector you can think of, there's some tech behind it. You've got scientists, they do use tech. You even have, especially in universities, certain subjects that are programming subjects but are taught in relation to biology or physics or chemistry. Yeah. Or if we talk about design, most designers, they'll spend their days using tech to build their things and so on. Even music, you've got the sound engineering, you've got the music production that started with the analogic things, but now it's all mainly digital. Yeah. So there's tech behind it as well. It's almost as if it is this invisible raw material everyone uses. So that's how I view tech.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's music's an interesting point, isn't it? Because you have artists, or whatever you want to call them, that can create music without ever touching an instrument. And they just use tech or technology or digital sounds to make music, which I wish that had existed when I was a kid, because I was terrible at I could do the recorder. That's about as far as it stretches.
I've got great memories of the recorder. We all started there.
Yeah, definitely. Did you always want to work in tech?
No, not at all.
No?
Not at all. It's even a bit ironical because back in school, I think when I was like 13 or so, or maybe even before that, we used to have this IT subject, and it was my least favorite.
Right, okay.
I did not like it.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I discovered coding that I started to like tech.
Right.
Yeah. Before that, no, I had no idea I would ever.
That you'd ever end up working in software?
No, not in my wildest dreams.
What was it then that kind of, I guess, sparked your interest in coding?
I think the first step was a free code camp course for data structures and algorithms. Yeah. And they start by teaching coding from like the most basic thing, and it keeps adding up. And I remember I was able to do it on my phone as well. So I started developing this habit of just going and doing the course. And I've started realizing that it became part of my day, like such as like eating or just like doing like basic things, speaking to friends and things. I couldn't spend one day without just going and doing the next exercise.
Right.
I felt that thrill of just going and coding. Yeah. And I developed a passion there. And that was when it hit me, because I thought, well, this is for a coding bootcamp, which means that I may end up getting paid to do this. Like, this thing that gives me like a massive thrill already.
Yeah.
Like I can very easily do for free, maybe even pay to be able to do.
Yeah.
Let my employers not listen to this part.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, no, there's no way I can get paid to do this. There's no way. So it felt like the perfect combo, really.
Yeah.
That was how I got into it.
Like an eat, sleep, code, repeat
Yes.
type
Yeah.
life.
Yes.
I think that's it. It's like with a lot of things, until you actually just try it out, you kind of never know. You could spend a lot of time thinking, is it for me? Isn't it for me? But actually, until you kind of just take that plunge and just give it a go, then you don't really know if it is or it isn't. Is there anything about your current role that kind of you didn't expect when you first went into it?
Yes. I would say the amount of human interaction.
Okay.
Because my idea of coding was like me sat on my desk writing code. And yes, we do that, but there's a lot of meetings in between, because at the end of the day your code is meant to serve a purpose.
Yeah.
And you need to have a good understanding of what that purpose is. Many times you, to an extent, even have a saying in that purpose itself. So yeah, I wasn't ready for that side of coding, which I also really enjoy. But yeah, I wish people were also more aware of it. It's not all about knowing your technology really well. Like you can know it all about your language or the framework that you're working on. If it doesn't serve what it's meant to do, it's worthless. So yeah, I think that's the biggest misconception. Is the soft skills and the people skills.
Yeah. So it's not just plug into the matrix and off you go, and you don't talk to anyone for 8 hours. It's very interactive.
No, it is. It is.
Is there any other sort of tech role that you would want to try? You know, obviously other than your own. If you could do any other role in tech, what would it be?
Yes, there is a few. There's no sector that I don't find like super interesting.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I won't go to do them all, but I would say like the ones in my top list are the cloud related ones, or like a cloud engineer or a software architect, sort of. Because I like the journey of just going and seeing what's the best solution for solving a specific problem, and knowing that there's a vast industry and each sector is going to have their own problems, and then there's going to be a set of technology that's going to fit that problem, and it's never going to be the same. Each company is not the same, so there's a bit of thrill in that. And then more on the fun side of things, I've always had a big curiosity about embedded software development.
Okay.
Yeah. Like especially things that don't necessarily rely on the display.
Yeah.
Like especially the smart devices, being able to have like a house of the future where you've got like your washing machine, your fridge, and even light bulbs all like connected to a central control, like we've got the smart speakers and stuff.
Yeah.
It's something that's always fascinated me. So
yeah,
it would be something between the two, either cloud and software architecture or embedded software development.
It is cool stuff. I mean, I love my Sonos system. I was an early adopter of the Sonos, and I mean, it still blows my mind to this day how it works. It's just like I'm just sending this to there, and it plays, and I don't have to do anything. It's just a push a button here, and off it goes. It is good. Even now, I was going to say, like if you go to play it, and it also links to like your TV and something else. There were speakers in my house that I didn't know I had, but they appear. They appear somewhere.
Right. Technology always a step ahead.
You've been in role for what, sort of 3 years now?
Yeah, 2 years, 2 years, a few months.
What's sort of the most important lesson that you've learned so far?
Collaboration.
Yeah.
Collaboration, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel the toughest times I've had in my role were the times where I collaborated less.
Okay.
And the funniest times were the times where I collaborated more. So I think it's the main lesson, yeah.
It's the human element to software development or software engineering, as we can't quite work out which way it should be called.
Exactly.
Or both. Software development engineering.
I swear it's the one thing I'm going to Google after this podcast. So this is going to stay in my head.
Collaboration's a good one. I guess what drives the technology is people, and definitely coming together and talking to people is key. Is it sort of collaboration of a group of people, or is it sort of better to work in smaller groups, do you think, or does it not matter?
It depends on the problem, really.
Okay.
That's actually a good skill to have, in my view, is understanding the dynamics and sometimes even the politics of what needs doing, really. If you put too many people into it, there's going to be a lot of debate and not so much action.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, there's a few questions that, you might need more people into the discussion.
Yeah.
To make sure that it the right thing for the problem and for the business as a whole is being decided. Yeah.
Yeah. So in your opinion, what sort of is important? What kind of strengths do people need to be successful in the world of software?
I would say passion helps a lot. Passion does help a lot. Although I've seen cases of people that just take it as a job, and they're just very good professionals that know that because it's a job, they're gonna put their whole dedication to it anyways. But maybe more on a personal level, I believe that passion does wonders. And then um, a constant a constant eagerness to evolve and learn.
Yeah.
Like you're only as knowledgeable as the next update almost.
Yeah.
And then depending on the problems that you're about to solve, there's going to be more that you're going to need to know. So you need to develop this sort of elasticity.
Yeah.
I think that would be the main word. You've got to have a certain elasticity to adapt to new technology or even new developments within the same technology, but always keeping that progress mindset, really.
I'd agree. One of our values as a business, as an academy, is like continuous improvement, and that's not just from a business point of view in terms of improving our service and training and offering as a company. We say of our associates as well, it's how can you continually improve? Do you need to go and do a certification in something, or do you need to look at a new piece of tech, or is it the way or how you work? Because I mean, there's technology that existed 15 years ago when I started working in tech that just doesn't exist anymore.
Yes, exactly.
And I say, working in tech in the loosest phrase, it was technology recruitment. But, I was recruiting for technical skills that have just been left behind.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you don't continuously learn, then it can be a scary place to be. Do you have any sort of particular tools that you use that are kind of, I don't know, like indispensable to the way that you work?
I would say, as a developer, probably any developer will relate. A good search engine, normally Google.
Yeah.
AI is also a big thing. I wouldn't say it's as essential, but it's a good tool to have. There's some automation as well.
Yeah.
Really, in general, my principle is whatever makes your life easier, just use it. There's no point in suffering. So I tend to do some bits and bobs here to make it easier. Whether it's instead of like opening files one by one, I'd much rather have a script that opens files and then just run it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say there is one essential tool, but there definitely needs to be a set of tools, and
Yeah.
it's good to diversify because that means you've got several resources that you can count on. If one doesn't work, you've got the other, so you're less reliant on a single source.
Yes.
So it's a bit less risky.
Is there, I mean, if not the tools, do you have like you mentioned AI, but do you have like a productivity sort of hack that you tend to lean on to get stuff done?
I it goes back to it being the combination of
Yeah.
and I think we could call it a hack, but my principle is sometimes investing time.
Yeah. Okay.
For example, there's a few processes that sometimes they're long and they can be shortened, but it requires code. You might take longer time, like coming up with the code that's going to make that process shorter, but in the long run, you know,
It would make it shorter overall.
Make it short, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, I think my biggest hack is that is if I see something that is making me waste time, is not really adding true value,
Yeah.
and could be done in a shorter, simpler way, then I'll try and find it out and invest a bit of my time doing that. We've got this process where when we deploy a certain feature into our production system, we then need to update all our code to match what's been deployed. And this, because we've got a microservices architecture, we need to go through several code bases, really, doing this same merge of whatever went into production.
Yeah.
And if we think of the platform we use, we need to first go inside the platform, then click on the button to start making the merge of the code, then writing a title for that single merge, then writing a button to create the actual merge once we've made the title. And I think that already counts 3 or 4 steps that we need to take.
Yeah.
And then we need to do that times 20. And I found myself having to do that. And I did it one time, I did it the second time, and then I came the third time, I looked at it and I thought, there must be a better way.
Yeah.
There needs to be a better way. Fortunately enough, one of our leads, he had already built a platform that did comparisons between code. So there was already the comparison between the code that we had running and the code that was coming in.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, this is already a starting point. If I could add a button that raised like the merge, like a full merge, all in one go. So if I can transform these 4 clicks into 1 click,
Yeah.
that would be a dream.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, this will take me time to code, but this will save me a lot of time. This is gonna cut the time I spend doing this.
Well, yeah, if you have to do it another 17 times coming up, then you definitely want to try and save some time somewhere, don't you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was a no-brainer. And that's really the hack, is more of the mindset, is whenever I see that it's taking me too long. For example, in C#, there are files that they're always the same files. Like we just change the subject. So we can build templates instead of going and writing the same old code that we already know how it works. Like, build a template. It's going to take you time to build a template.
Yeah.
But then it's going to be time you're going to be saving each time you need to create a new file for the same old thing.
Almost a case of sort of taking one step back to take 2 forward in the long run.
Yeah.
Good. What's the one piece of advice that you'd give to someone starting out their career in tech?
Ooh.
Big one.
It is a big one. It is a big one. Yeah, that's a good question. I'd say study both yourself and the market or the industry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just make the perfect match, really, because it's all going to be about what the market needs, but also what you want to do. So I'm a strong believer of motivation. So I think a good exercise to make is seeing what are your motivations, and then see where in the market uh, is a fit for that motivation that you've got. Oh, you want to earn a lot of money. What are the highest paying roles?
Yeah.
And then aim for it, and then go on LinkedIn and see like what's the stack of the people who are on those roles that you're aiming for.
Yeah.
And see how you can learn within that stack, and just be curious. Curious. I used to say, until I had a job, my job was getting a job.
Yeah.
Really. So
yeah.
so do that homework. Find what you like, then find what's needed.
Yeah.
And go for it.
Yeah. You might think, oh, I want to work in tech, so I'll be a software developer, or it might be well, I want to work in tech, but I don't want to be a software developer. What other jobs are there for me? And I think until you do that bit of research and kind of, find out what you think is going to be right for you, you could dive into something and then maybe not enjoy it, and it might ruin the dream of working in tech. Whereas if you just do a bit of research first and kind of see what's around, you could go and do one of 10 or 20 roles that are available within technology. What's the one question that you wished I'd have asked, and how would you have answered it?
Oh.
I'll save the best questions till last.
It's maybe related to things I've been learning lately. There's this concept of acceptance. I don't know if there is more sources for the same concept, but this in particular comes from modern Buddhism.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not even 100% sure I've interpreted the right way. But
Soon find out.
yeah, it's been serving me so far, so I've got high hopes. Yeah.
I really do appreciate your time. Thank you for coming on and sharing your thoughts.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate the invite.
You're welcome.
Thank you for listening to Tech is for Everyone. If you're looking to start your career in tech or want to know more about how our academy can help grow and diversify your teams, then find us on LinkedIn, Instagram, or via the Qualcomm Tech Academy website. Links can be found in the description. Look forward to having you join us on the next episode.